all well and staying warm wherever you are. It is so snowy and cold and horrible here. We've got about 5 foot of snow outside my door. Actually, we haven't. I'm exaggerating. There's like 5 centimetres. But as with everything in England, tiny little bit of snow, everything shuts down. We've got no trains. People are stocking up on their food like we're in wartime or there's a hurricane coming or something, all for 5 centimetres of snow. It's pretty pathetic. We can't really deal with it. However, it has given me the opportunity to just basically stay in and do this video tutorial. And this is about the 4th time I've taped this bloody thing. And my eyes are like burning and they're red and they're stinging, and it's just been painful. It is harder than it looks trying to film yourself and put your makeup on at the same time. So for God's sake, like this video or subscribe or something, just so I know that all my pain was worth it. Anyways, what we're doing today is a eyeshadow tutorial. This is by far the most popular request. When I asked last week what video I should do next, this is by far the most popular, so that's what I've done. And what we're basically going to do is we're going to recreate this look that I'm wearing right now. So if I get a bit closer to the camera, hopefully it will focus and you can see. This is a fairly neutral look, just using some brownie colours and some slightly purpley colours. Obviously this look suits someone of my skin tone, hair colour and eyes. So if you are similar to me, then these colours work really well for you. They make your eyes go pchoom. However, if you've got different colour eyes, hair colour, skin tone, then you can always switch up the colours. You don't have to use the exact same colours that I'm using. It's really more sort of about the technique of applying it, which is sort of the feeling I got from people on Twitter, is they didn't know how to apply it as opposed to what colours suit them. So if you want to see how I did this look, then keep watching.
So the first thing we need to create a slightly better than average makeup look are the correct tools. So I'm going to be using some colours from my MAC Pro palette. I'm also going to be using an Urban Decay flat brush. This is just one I got free in the Urban Decay Naked palette. Don't like to spend too much money on brushes. I'm also going to be using a MAC 224 blending brush, very expensive brush, and finally a Ruby and Millie. It's not really a brush, it's a smudger tool, so I'm going to be using that as well. I'm also going to be using my Bare Minerals eyeliner in the colour Espresso, and my favourite mascara, my Maybelline False Lash Effect Falsies Flared Mascara. And finally, I'm also going to be using my Maybelline 24-Hour Colour Tattoo in Pink Gold. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to take our Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Pink Gold. We're going to stick our finger in the little pot and we are going to apply this on our lid all the way up to our brow bone. Yes, well, you don't have to be too careful with this. It is fairly light, so just whack it on, shove it on. It's like colouring in a picture really, so just all the way up to your brow bone. What these do is they basically act as a nice base for your eyeshadow, so a little bit like a primer, and they also add a little pop of colour as well. I really love them. I think they are great. Next we're going to take a colour from our MAC Pro palette, and the first colour I'm going to be using is this one here in Quarry. So I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay flat brush and just loading some of the Quarry onto it, and we're going to put this colour in the crease, so in the socket line. Get a bit closer to the camera so you can see, and we're just going to take our flat brush and we're going to run that through the crease. Remember, don't go too dark in the first instance. You want to just put a bit of colour on there because it is a lot easier to build your colour up as opposed to trying to take it off if you've put too much on. So just take your time, put a little bit on at first and then build that colour up in different layers. The thing with eyeshadow is it does take a lot of patience. To get a good look, you do sort of have to have about 10 or 15 minutes to really concentrate on it and get it to look right. So I'm just working that colour into the crease, concentrating mainly towards the outer corner. If you put too much heavy colour towards your nose, it kind of tends to draw your eyes in, and for the most of the time, most people want to have their eyes elongated, so more cat-like, more almond-shaped. You want to drag them out to the side, so you want to make sure that the darker colours are concentrated towards the outside of your eye. Ah, yes, I'm taking my time here. Want to talk about anything else while we're waiting for this? The weather, state of the world, politics, anything you like. Have I finished? Yes, I have finished. There we go. Little smile at the camera. Now we want to clean our brush because we're going to use it again. So, you know, wipe it on your scarf, flick it around in the air. I wouldn't advise you lick it. I really wouldn't. It's probably not very hygienic. We're then going to take a lighter colour, so for this I am using MAC's Vanilla, which is another matte shade, and we're going to place this onto the lid. So we really want to pack that colour on, and I really do like to put quite a lot of vanilla onto my lid because I really like the sort of light eyelid colour and then gradually grading up into the darker colours and then out again into lighter colours as you get towards your brow. So really pack that colour onto the lid. The good thing about MAC eyeshadows is they are very pigmented, so you don't have to put absolutely loads and loads on to get that depth of colour. So that's why I really like them for makeup looks. Okay, next we're taking our MAC 224 brush again, and we're just going to blend those two colours in. So make sure it's fairly clean, you don't want any colour on your brush when you're doing this, and just blend out any harsh lines that you've made with your eyeshadow and just make sure they're all blended in. A blending brush is so important. I really do suggest that you invest in a good blending brush because it will give you that really professional look. Next we're moving on, we're going to do a transition colour, and for this I'm using MAC's Wedge. And what I mean by transition colour is it's the colour which you place between your darker colour, so between the Quarry and in between the highlight colour which we're going to put on in a moment. So you want sort of like a soft brown for this, so this colour I find works really well, and you want to place it sort of overlapping the Quarry and slightly above where you've put the Quarry. So we're just going to put this slightly above the crease and slightly above the socket line. Let's just pat that on, and of course then we're going to blend that in. So again, take your blending brush and just blend all of that up towards the brow. So you can see now we're starting to build up that nice gradient look from light to dark, and then we're going to go back to light in a minute when we add our highlight colour. Lovely! Okay, next step, we're going to clean our brush, so wave it around in the air a little bit, and then we're going to take some more of MAC's Vanilla, and we're going to use this as our highlight colour underneath the brow. So I like this colour because again it's a matte colour. You might want to choose a different highlighter, but anything that's sort of fairly pale will work quite well. And the idea of this is it just bounces light off of your brow bone and opens up your eye a little bit as well. So just run that underneath, following the shape of your brow. Make sure it all looks lovely, and then of course blend, blend, blend. Yes, blend it all in. Round by the nose. Looking gorgeous. There we go. Fantastic. Next we're going to take some of MAC's Satin Taupe. This is one of my favourite MAC shades. I use this in pretty much all of my eyeshadow looks. This is slightly darker than the Quarry, and it also it's a satin finish one. So you want to concentrate this in the outer corner of your eye. You don't want to take it any further across than the middle of your eye. So just concentrate on the outer corner, in the crease mainly, and a little bit down onto your eyelid, but keep it to the edge or the outer side of your eye. This is just going to define the socket line again and elongate the eye again. Everything that we're doing is sort of trying to elongate the eye out, make our eyes look a little bit bigger. Gorgeous! So once that's done, again you want to blend it in or blend out any harsh lines that you have so you get that nice gradient effect going on. Lovely. Blend, blend, blend all the way up to the brow bone. And there we go. So starting to get towards our final look now. And we're doing a little bit of dancing. A little bit of hip hop came on the TV, so I'm having a little bit of a boogie. Yeah, get down. Yeah, I can't sing. Anyway, moving on to, what are we doing now? We're just highlighting the inner corner of the eye. So we're taking MAC's Nylon, which is a very bright sort of goldy shimmery colour, and you just want to put a little spot of that in the corner of your eye. What that does is it just brightens up that corner and it brightens up the entire eye area, and I just think it looks really nice. So any sort of frosted colour will work in there. We're then going to line our eyes, so I'm using a Bare Essentials Kohl eyeliner. This is a really soft eye pencil, and it's in the colour Espresso, so I find that browns seem to work really well on blue eyes. Blacks can look a little bit harsh. I've already lined the top of my eyes, so just put that line on the waterline And now I'm taking a smudger brush and just dragging that colour down slightly, just to smudge it out and give it a softer effect. This smudge brush I'm using is from Ruby and Millie. You can pick this up in Boots, for those of you who are in the UK. Finally, we're going to be applying some mascara. So we're using Maybelline's the False Lash Effect mascara. This is the Falsies flared version. I really like this mascara. I'm pretty lucky in the way that I do have quite long eyelashes anyway, so I very rarely wear fake eyelashes. But this really does lengthen and flare them out to the side, so I am a big fan of this mascara. And there we go. Tidy yourself up, make sure you're looking all right. Yay, we finished! Woohoo! Have a little dance, congratulate yourself, and that is the final look. So I think it's just a really, really nice look, and it's not too difficult with a little bit of practice. So hopefully that's helped you a little bit, and you can go away and recreate your own look.
Let's fix it all. Baby, stop right there. Take a breath. No, it's not too late. Wait, search yourself before you steal my life away. You don't wanna try this time. I'm here to fight this crime. Don't you leave me empty-hearted. Girl, don't leave this up for ours. I'm finished.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You are the ones can't deny. Woo woo. Look, I am your father. Why have I always got lipstick eye teeth? Annoying.